mentioned just a moment ago about the need to have certifications in meeting the AHJ requirements. Although each county may have slightly different steps to fulfill fire codes produced by the ICC and the NFPA, and that's the International Code Council and the National Fire Protection Association. Those requirements, requirements, are related to public safety communications within buildings. It is a responsibility of the AHJ, that's the authority having jurisdiction, to establish these requirements for their local jurisdiction for acceptance for the design, installation, operation, and maintenance for that in-building system. The building owner, sometimes it could be the AHJ that does the initial sidewalk, but the building owner is responsible for selecting a third-party system integrator to test the ERCS in-building coverage to determine if a repeater is required, then provide the documentation to the AHJ for the approval of occupancy or notice to proceed. Now, this happens on the initial sidewalk, but of course, on that annual review or inspection I mentioned previously, this step is also required. But that local radio shop specialist reviews and receives and reviews all the proposals of that ERCS in the county. Now, some city captains rather, who oversee the BDA and public safety radio system may require a direct process engagement. So there's a checklist that's usually created on that AHJ's website, documenting the expectations, not only the type of BDA and band frequency associated with that BDA, the type of donor antenna of the band, cable requirements and fire rating, NEMA box enclosure, battery backup, and the list goes on and on. So that checklist can be found on most counties' AHJ's website. Now, even though there's a checklist of requirements, many times the initial submittal gets rejected. As a matter of fact, about 90% of initial submissions get rejected. So the goal is actually to make sure you have all the necessary requirements in place so you can make that first effort maximized and making sure you meet all of those requirements.